back. We're looking at how colour and print can show off your best assets and hide the bits you don't want to show.
Just as important. Now, stylist Laura Jordan has stayed with us. You're full of tips and tricks this morning.
Yes.
In terms of showing off our best assets and hiding the worst ones.
Exactly, and using colour and print is a great way to do that because we can trick the eye. Your eye goes to where the colour is, where the detail is. So for that reason, we want to be careful about where you place it, and that is the way that you kind of show off or draw the attention to the piece of your body you want to show off, and then by default can conceal other areas.
Because we've all been there, I think. You see something on a hanger and you think that is beautiful and you genuinely love the piece, and then you'll see a photograph of yourself after a night out and you're thinking, oh, that really didn't suit me.
Exactly.
Didn't work,
yeah, sometimes the difference between what looks good, what you like, and what looks good on you, which is upsetting occasionally.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
that's
Anna's
true.
first.
Yes. We've decided to do a change from the dress, so we decided to put a jumpsuit in for this. And some people say, I really hate dresses, I love jumpsuits, I love the idea of trousers. How do I make it glam enough to be appropriate for perhaps an occasion or, you know, something that might be coming up? So navy, again, really flattering on the skin tone. What I love about this is it's a high waist which lengthens the leg. It's got that V-neck if you have a larger bust, but also that panel through the front, that chiffon panel that just completely hides the midsection and gives a lovely floatiness that makes you almost look like you're wearing a dress. So it's got the formality of the dress, but ultimately it's the trouser. And we see that style a lot, the idea of the dress over the trousers, and that's kind of somewhat hinted at here.
Very different, isn't it?
Really unusual. Who wore that at one of the award ceremonies? Was it Julia Roberts?
And she had almost, it looked like a two-piece, and they couldn't really take off the train at the back. And
Yes.
very
Very cool.
impactful,
Very
impactful.
cool.
This is like a nice nod to it, but perhaps a bit more wearable. And this is from Liz Collins in Gorey, and again, specialising in occasion wear, so it's a handy one. And then what we're noticing as well, I suppose, in terms of how you pull something like that together, you want to put your silver detail with it. Silver and navy are made for each other in terms of colour tone. So this here is a pendant from Rock. It's actually a real diamond, a 0.01 carat in there with the sterling silver. Great price point even for like Valentine's Day coming up. You don't want to purchase a gift that won't break the bank. And then we have a matching bracelet that goes with that as well, and that one's similar. Just the idea of something you can wear every day. We were discussing delicates earlier, you know, in terms of something that you can keep on without having to change.
And the shoes are beautiful.
Yeah, so these guys, again, can be really hard to find a navy shoe, particularly to match in with it with a different, like a specific tone of navy, because it can be lots of different colours. These guys from Vienna Shoes and Black Rock, I love the embellishment and the idea of the T-bar as well, keeping them nicely.
Keep your foot in.
anchored.
So that
Yes.
shape, that jumpsuit is perfect for the hourglass,
Yes,
ideally,
it's ideal
Laura,
because
is it?
again you're creating the waist and you want to keep the waist nice and high, so it's ideal for someone hourglass or pear shape when you're looking to show off, because pear shape typically is a tiny waist.
Yes.
So showing off the waist, and then if you had a larger bust it would work because of the V.
I'm glad that you're showing a jacket over a dress, because this is something that baffles me. What do you wear when you wear a dress? I'd
Yeah.
always have gone for a long coat.
Yes, and again, that's great for occasion, like a A-line blazer or a long piece. But when you have a day-to-day, so you wanted to kind of incorporate in some casual looks as well, you do have to have some sort of crop jacket over it, just due to the fact it's 2 degrees outside. So this one here is a ribbed jersey dress, and again the ribbing is vertical, which is much more flattering, because again if you have knitted wear that's going horizontally, it's going to make you look visually a bit larger than you are, so we want the ribbing to go horizontally to flatter and slim. We've put with it a cranberry coloured jacket as well, just because I think the green can look well with the cranberry tone. Again, just finishing just above the knee, and we were just saying there's a nice slit to the side of that, but pop a pair of tights with it if it's too much for daytime.
Are there sleeves in that dress?
There is.
Laura?
It's actually fully long sleeved and it's a polo neck, so we have the jacket just over to just kind of show, but that's really toasty and warm and ideal for something where you're kind of going outside to inside, etc. And we've just popped a sterling silver hoop with it as well, because it matches in with the zip of the jacket just to pull it all together. And then we have a nice watch with the rose gold and silver pieced together in it, which again is just a handy bracelet style kind of, it's a bracelet slash watch, the concept of it all working together, which is nice. And our boots as well, just to make the point, they're fully waterproof, which again is handy in this day or this time of the year. So it's a little bit of a heel, rubber sole, so they're a really good option if you need to have a little bit of height, but practicality is important as well.
Those colours are lovely together. Wouldn't you put them together?
No.
Yeah, they're kind of that, it's like the autumn colours,
Yeah.
but giving a bit of anything that's not black at the moment, I think we're delighted to feature. So this is a very interesting piece. This is by the brand which is booming at the moment, Rixo, which is available throughout the world at this stage. This is one of their very early pieces, and for that reason it's quite covetable. This is from Cobblers Wardrobe in Sandwich, again specialising in consignment pieces, and they do a lot of Rixo, but this one is, very, I suppose, in demand due to the fact that it's a little different to the prints they do at the moment, which is the button down the front and the more delicate print.
Yes.
This one's slightly
bolder, isn't it?
Exactly, and really quite memorable. So we've styled it here as like a tunic, and we can also, of course, have it with your tights and bare legs. And again, with the jewellery delicates, the order of the day, we've put it with a slight kind of arrow print because I think that reflects the fold we have in the lapel of the tunic, so that it kind of pulls it together nicely. Again, doesn't overpower it. And then a nice rose field watch as well, just to pull it together. So again, it's about the tunic here, and you don't want to have a load of jewellery with it. And then we've just popped again our weatherproof boots with it. So it just shows the versatility of a piece like that, which is typically the high fashion, but it can be worn every day.
Interesting place to go if you're looking for the likes of Rixo dresses. You can't afford the full price ones.
It really is. It's the way forward in terms of how to invest in good quality designer pieces. And Holly, who owns the shop, is happy to, you can ring and say, look, I'm looking for a Rixo piece. Please call me if something comes in, or whichever brand that you're looking for.
Laura, thanks so much. Gorgeous looks there today.
Thanks so much.
How to best suit our figures.
Indeed.
Thanks, Laura.
Thanks.
Still to come, I'm catching up with the judges of Ireland's Got Talent ahead of the show's return this evening.
And we'll be back over to the Aviva Stadium to talk to one of the greatest Irish players ever to grace the Six Nations. See you soon.